Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So what we have here is the Motorola CLIQ featuring Motorola Blur. What this is a piece of hardware that actually is a 3.1-inch half VGA screen. It's got a 5-megapixel camera, a 3.5mm headset jack, and it's got a full QWERTY keyboard. It's got a 1420 milliamp hour battery, which is 10 to 20% larger than most smartphones on the market today, and it's on the Android operating system. So you see the Android framework here, and all of the Moto Blur connectivity and widgets on the home screen. A good overview of the hardware? Okay. So the service that we're running and the solution that it's actually a connection of the hardware, applications, and services is called Moto Blur. What this does is it presents all the information and people on the home screen and actually allows me to spend more time enjoying the communication and less time managing it. There's multiple screens that you can page through. You can see the half VGA 3.1-inch touchscreen here. And it allows me to kind of go into all of the different messages I have, the happenings, which are social networking status updates, or to simply update my status very simply across multiple social networks. So if, for example, I want to go and update my Facebook status, I can do that very simply.
Let anybody set up their own account?
Just like that. It'll allow me to update one of my social networking statuses, or it will allow me to do all of them. I can just simply tap on all services here and post. And now, easier than with any other solution out there today, you can actually save time by not having to go into all these different applications.
So you just posted like Facebook, Twitter, MySpace all at once?
All at once. And so that is the benefit of having a connected solution to a service, is that it allows us to do the heavy lifting in the cloud and saves the device both battery as well as time for the user. So if I want to see what all my friends are up to, I can go into the Happenings widget, and across all of my different networks, whether it be Facebook, MySpace, or Twitter, I can see what people are up to. I can swipe from one to the next. It allows me to see their social networking status updates. It allows me to see their picture. It allows me to even see comments that are associated with that particular status update. And if I want, I can tap on add a comment there, and this will get posted right to their status update. I'm just going to discard that right now. But effectively, I can just easily go through all of the different social networks and what's happened in the last hour, 2 hours, very quickly, without having to dive in and out of applications, because that's all integrated, all put together, always up to date. Similarly with messages, this brings in my work email, my personal email, my text messages, my voicemails, all together with my social networking messages, whether it be Twitter direct messages or Facebook or MySpace, into one easily viewable solution here.
What about SMS, IM, MMS?
MMS, yes. Instant messaging is not in this feed in this version. What it does do is allows me to see everything that's been going on. Similarly, if I just want to go into messaging and see what's happening in one particular account, I can go into my universal inbox and see all of my messages. I can go just into text messaging. I can go just into Facebook, just into Twitter, just into MySpace. So it allows people to view messages the way that they want.
A lot of people, love that functionality.
And then also with contacts, I can open up, and this is one of the few places in a user's life where all of their contacts from all of their different networks and all their different solutions are integrated into one place. So no other place, not even on your PC, would you have this type of view, because you'd have to have a Facebook window open, a Twitter window open, a MySpace window open, your Exchange or Outlook open, as well as your mobile phone in one hand. And I can see this in a very kind of alphabetical listing. I can also go and check out who's updated their status most recently, so I can see who's doing what. And I can go into history, and this tracks all of my different communications across friends. This one I actually just started with the phone, so you would normally see a lot of communications down on the down in this particular screen. So what this also allows me to do is to go into a specific contact and see what that person's up to. If I wanted to tap on Christy McNally, I can not only see her information and see the ways that I'm connected to her. As you can see, I'm connected to her in a couple different ways here. It allows me to go in and tap on one of the different social networks and do functionality specifically for that social network in this particular contacts application. I can also go in and see what they've been up to recently. It has their latest picture and status update here.
So you're not just viewing their contact information with LinkedIn or Facebook or MySpace, but you can actually interact with those social networks directly from the contacts application?
Correct. Correct. So and that's the great thing about having information and being someone who integrates all of these, is that the information and the functionality is pervasive throughout multiple applications. So now I can go in and I can, write on someone's wall from my contacts. If I'm on the home screen and I see someone's that someone updated their status, I can comment on their status from the home screen. Or when someone is calling me, I can see their picture and their social networking status right on an incoming call.
So you said IM is not included at this point?
IM is not integrated into this particular view at this point.
Okay. Is there any sort of presence though to see if somebody's currently logged into Facebook or currently logged into MySpace?
No, but we're always updating from a service perspective. We're automatically delivering all that information, so you know that if you recently got something from somebody, it's going to be online.
Okay.
So this tells you how you're connected. It also allows you, if we didn't match up contacts appropriately on certain keys, it would allow you to go in and link contacts. If John Boy is the same as John Broadman, you can actually go in and link the two.
That's why he was pretty psyched that
So between the automatic delivery and the always-on sharing, you can see what people are up to, and then if you want to go into something like the Pictures app, it makes it very easy to share with all this connectivity as well. So it's going to pull up all of the pictures that I have from my SD card that I have inside of here. I can pull up a given picture here, take a look at it. In fact, I can just tap and hold on it, and it'll allow me to share this. And you can see all the different ways that someone can share. You can tap on the MOTOBLUR photo sharing as well, and this lists out all of the different places that we're connected to with our service, so you can quickly upload to MySpace, Facebook, PhotoBucket, or additional services that we support. You can add a caption, tag it, and this uploads in the background as well, so it makes it very easy to do. We also support video capture as well as playback, so you can record, upload to YouTube. You can tap on a video here and see full motion video at 24 frames per second. It's a great win for people who want to download different videos and come back.
What's the resolution of the display?
It's a half VGA.
So what's the pixels on that?
That would be 320 by 480.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, what we've been able to do is create the easiest way for people to see automatically delivered information across messages, happenings, the easiest way to allow them to share information, the integrated contacts which they wouldn't be able to get anywhere else in that type of linked fashion. Also, this integrated information that's pervasive throughout allows people to see information where they expect it, not necessarily having to dive into application. All built on quality hardware. And the neat thing that's not even on the device itself is that once I get all of this set up, if I happen to lose the device, and maybe you saw this in the keynote this morning, if I happen to lose the device, I can go onto a web portal, it'll locate where the device is or was last seen if the device happens to be off, and then the user can decide if they want to erase the device as well. And even though that device ends up getting erased, they can either find it again or actually go in to a store and pick up another one, and with one username and password, all that connectivity comes back. All of their Twitter connectivity, Facebook, MySpace, work email with Exchange, all of that comes right back. With
so does MOTOBLUR then have its own cloud service where everything is stored? How's that working?
We actually broker connectivity, and we store some things that aren't stored other places, but for different types of information it doesn't make sense to actually redundantly store the information, so we provide a lot of connectivity and do a lot of heavy lifting so the device doesn't have to.
And then what I do is I can click on these